Okay. Well, just your overall thoughts. You guys continue on a pretty nice roll right there.
Yeah, I'm not judging the performance on the team score. I thought it could be a lot closer than that. So, I mean, that's nice, but I got to judge the performance on how we wrestled, and there's a lot of areas to improve. There were some good things. I didn't like our effort on top. We weren't keeping guys. We weren't keeping pressure forward on guys. They're building up, and it's frustrating when you spend a lot of time. I've been working in that position with guys tripod and us just kind of hanging back, and then we're not getting our hands. We had one good lift the whole duel. So I look at some of those things, and I look at a lack of good solid riding, lack of turns. So there's still a lot of things, but there were some positive things. I liked our guys stayed in good position. When they stood up and backed up a little bit, we kept pressure forward. We stayed in our stance. We stayed disciplined in several matches. We won some tight ones. We lost a couple of tight ones. So, it's kind of it's just a good duel to really learn a lot from. And that's good late in the season. Late in the season, you still want to be having some things to come back to the room and focus on. There's plenty to work on.
Coach, you guys have had good momentum building on the road in I think four duels in a row now. Maybe this is the fifth one in a row. Talk about kind of that progression that you're seeing and just the stuff that guys are building throughout the year.
Yeah, it's nice because our dual performance was struggling at best, and so we've grinded out a few tough ones. Last week we had a really tight one with Utah Valley, but we've separated ourselves in the team score. It's good for morale. It's good for the guys. It's good that they're sitting in there and they're not worried about me coming out there and throwing chairs or anything. So, it makes the environment a little better to come back and train next week. So, it's all good to win. But again, at this point in the year, I'm looking at the bigger picture, and we're looking at how we can. Who's got the meeting? Yes, got
somebody's trying to start a party in here. Yeah.
But I'm looking at. We're close enough now. You got to look at March. You got to look at Big 12s. You got to look at NCAAs, and so man, it's a little scary from that vantage point to go. Wow, we got a lot of things we got to get better at. So a lot of work to do.
In that same mold, just talk about Branson coming out today and just being dominant for 49 seconds.
Yeah, Branson did look really aggressive on top, which he has been all year. He's been real consistent there. But he came out with a high pace, and I like that cradle. It's a second match in a row now that he slapped that cradle on, and that's something we worked on 2 months ago with him being a leg rider. You get guys kind of balled up. He's seeing it, and he's jumping on it and being really aggressive with it. So that's great. And then Pope followed out. I to be honest, I thought Pope's performance was maybe the most solid as far as his hustle, his position. He gave up a couple of takedowns that he maybe didn't need to, but he earned the win, and he's doing things right. He's working hard, and he's wrestling hard. He's wrestling a really hard pace. And you notice halfway through that match, we start going, can this kid stay this pace? Because typically, when you have somebody going as hard as Kyle was, the other guy's going to falter at some point, and he did. And so I like what I'm seeing there. But yeah, we had some good performances. Even in Archie, in a tough, tight thing, he did a couple things that I've been waiting on him to do. So you pick the good things, and you definitely, we want to make sure and point those out. We just don't go back with all negative. There's a lot to work on, but at the same time, you are seeing some things come together.
What went into the decision to go with Hornicle at 49?
Just like I said, I'm looking at long term. I'm looking at big picture, and Cole's frustrated and very upset, and I understand. And I would be, if he was happy and joking and cutting up, I'd be a little concerned. So I like that he's passionate and emotional about it. But I told him, hey, let us do the coaching and believe in us as coaches. We're looking at big picture. I'm thinking about Big 12s. I'm thinking about NCAAs. I'm thinking about him in his senior season the way he wants to. I don't care. And I told him I don't care about this duel. So nothing other than that. Other than my strategy and my whatever's ticking in my brain sometimes. And we, with bonus points at heavyweight and bonus points at 41, I kind of made my decision. I'm like, if we have a comfortable lead going into that, then I think that's the route I'm going to go. And nothing more than that. Just my decision of that probably doesn't make sense. So,
Thanks, Coach.
All right.
okay,
Thanks, Mark.
thanks, guys.